Okay, so I'm here with Ollie Price. We did an interview last year, and last time we spoke, you just had a shoulder operation. How's the recovery been on that?
Yeah, really good. It was basically a decompression, which was my tendons were getting too tight within the joint, so decided to have it done. And the surgeon was like, "Yeah, 6 to 8 months out of doing anything." So there's me at the finals a few months later, as you do. It's fine now. It's fine. Yeah, obviously recovery was a bit slow and laborious, but unfortunately, at the kind of level it takes to compete in the finals, you need to push yourself, and you're going to get a few injuries now and again. So it's fine.
And you said yourself you competed at the British finals. How was your experience with that this year?
I mean, it was a little bit pressured because obviously I'd had the surgery, and I wasn't able to push myself as much as I would have liked to have done. But saying that, I think I did pretty well. I qualified to the second day and made a top 10. So, I mean, obviously you want to place higher, but it was still good to be with those guys. I mean, let's face it was the best super heavyweight lineup for years. And Cecil won the overall. You got Dave Titterton, Stuart Core, Daz Ball. I mean, those guys have been around for years. So for me to get call-outs with them and be comparable was, I was pleased with that.
Brilliant. So what are your plans this year to come back bigger and better?
Bigger and better. Well, obviously, I'm doing a guest spot today for Muscletalk, and then we're going on to the Arnold Classic in Spain, which falls really well because the British finals is a week later. So I think because my shoulder's good now, I'll be able to come in, basically bigger, better. My condition was very good at the finals last year, but unfortunately, I sacrificed some size getting there, so that's the plan, to have that same condition, but keep the size. So fingers crossed.
And Body Power was the biggest it's ever been this year. You're working on the Muscletalk stand. How was your experience at Body Power? Yeah,
I mean, I haven't been for a couple of years, and it was crazy. You are like swimming like a salmon upstream. It's mad. I mean, I have never been to some of the European shows and the expos, and it's comparable apparently to those, or even the early days of the Arnold Classic in the States, the expo there. But it was really good, and it was 3 days this year as well. I mean, it's only going to keep growing, so it was good to be a part of that. Yeah.
That's brilliant. And you're guest posing at the Muscletalk show. What do you think guest posing? Do you get nervous? Do you get excited? How does it bear up for you?
Yeah, I mean, there's a little puddle down here somewhere. No, I mean, there's a bit of pressure, because you are, at the end of the day, people expect to see you in reasonable shape. So I have dieted, not as extreme as I would have done for the finals, but I think I'm in good enough nick for a guest pose. There's always pressure on yourself. You want to think, oh, I'm not good enough, or am I good enough? So, and then you hope you're good enough. So we'll see, I guess. If anyone throws anything at me, apples and fruit and stuff, I guess I wasn't good enough. We'll see.
And 2012 has been a brilliant year for bodybuilding. It's really out in the media. It's really coming into the mainstream. What has been your highlight of 2012 so far?
Well, there's a few really. This year I'm turning the big 4-0. So that's going to be a highlight. Oh,
you and James, both 40.
I know. It's I got to, And then doing the Arnold is, growing up, starting bodybuilding, everyone obviously, you watch the old Arnie films and you aspire to that kind of physique, and then to be able to do a show where he's there and stuff. I mean, that's a big deal for me as a bodybuilder. So I think on the bodybuilding side of things, that will be the highlight. But on the kind of film and production side of things, I've got some pretty interesting hair products, projects coming out, which I'm obviously excited about as well. So it's good for me to run them both. Otherwise, I get too focused on one and neglect the other. So attention span is not so good. So I have to have lots of things going on.
Oh, well, that's brilliant, Ollie. Thanks very much. And we look forward to seeing you on stage.